right, man. Who's better, Myles Garrett or Maxx Crosby? I know a lot of the fans, they have the sentimental feeling that because Crosby's a local guy and he fits with, and they said, well, he fits the culture and they like him because he's a local guy. I ain't taking nothing away from him. But we talking about player for player, it's not close. Myles Garrett is a superior player. When you do with Myles Garrett, it's not like we taking somebody that stand up and we putting their hand in the dirt, or we taking a guy that put his hand in the dirt and we want to stand him up and drop him in coverage. That's not the case. And when you hear people say, well, I think he's a better fit, and Myles Garrett quits and all this type of stuff, and that was a narrative that was created, him coming out of college and all that, man. But when you talk about production, player, I mean, this is a dude who's a defensive player of the year caliber player who had Cleveland had better quarterback play and won more games. I don't think he ended up winning one. He's won perennial. Now, he's a couple years older than Myles Garrett. I think Garrett is 27, don't know when he turned 28. Crosby is 27, don't know when he turned 28. I think Garrett will be 30 in December, sometime in December. I could be wrong about that. So, because Wikipedia didn't say when Crosby's birthday was. Just said it was 27. But like I said before, player for player, we talking about, pass rush moves, stopping the run, physical freak, durability. Garrett is it. Garrett is a fucking monster. Have y'all seen him play basketball, bro? He's just a freak athlete. And when you talk about the Lions, and I ain't saying Garrett Crosby ain't he a local guy. Like I said, I get all that sentiment. I'm talking about strictly from a football standpoint of view. Garrett is exactly what they need. Juice, electricity, speed, and he doesn't lack in no area. Talk about, good leadership qualities, speed, tenacity, nasty player, strong, can stop the run, can get after the quarterback, and them little almost could have had sacks, he's going to close that gap. When you see Pascal get back there and penetrate but don't get the sack, what you going to see from him is him and Hutch is going to close that gap. They're going to close that gap. They're going to close that gap. They're going to close that gap, and that's what y'all don't understand. They need that guy that's going to close that gap on that quarterback. And I think Crosby can do that too, but I don't think he do it to the extent or to the elite level that Garrett. And I think people sleep on Garrett and forget how good of a player Garrett is. He's an elite. He's an elite of the elite. When you talking about the 3 or 4 or 5 best pass rushers, and I'm being nice. When you talking about the 2 or 3, it's him and Watt. Religiously, year in and year out, it's him and Watt. Him, Watt, Nick Bosa. And if he played on the Steelers and you swapped him and Watt, he would have all them Defensive Player of the Year awards. And that's no disrespect to Watt. Or no disrespect to anybody. It's just that, Cleveland is like Detroit. When they not winning, you don't get that recognition. You don't get the recognition. All he's pretty much missing is recognition. That's it. He missing the recognition. He come to Detroit, get an opportunity to win. I think he'll fit the mold. I think he'll fit the culture. I think do Crosby fit the culture better? Yeah. Fuck yeah. It's fucking Crosby. It's Crosby. Local guy, you know what I'm saying? But I think Garrett just bringing an athleticism and an elite ability that Crosby don't bring. I think he brings an elite ability that Crosby don't bring. I think it's tiers to it, and Crosby is a tier 1 NFL player. Overall, we ain't even talking about everybody. He's a tier 1 elite player. When you start talking about Mahomes and TJ Watt, you start talking about the elite of the elite players. The Lamar Jacksons, the Josh Allens, he's in that category. Crosby's not in that category. He may not be a tier 2 player. He may be a tier 3 player. So we talking about in the vacuum, forget all the emotional, he from the, from Michigan and he a local man, forget all of that. Player for player, they can't charge what they charge for Crosby, what they charge for Myles Garrett. You can't say I want 2 ones for Maxx Crosby. He's not Myles Garrett. If they ask for first and the second, or first and the third, or first and the first, or you know what I'm saying, for Myles Garrett, you can't ask for that for Crosby. You ask for 1 and the 5, maybe a 2 and the 3, maybe that, but no, you can't ask what. Stay 2 caliber players. And it ain't, and in my opinion, it ain't close. Only reason y'all make it close is because it's the emotional attachment to Crosby being a local guy and loving Eastern Michigan, being a local guy, loving the Pistons. I get that. Your boy get that. I get that. All day, every day. But player for player, baller for baller, if you talking about we going to get the best available guy fit involved, is Myles Garrett. We can't fake the funk. Remember that song by Immature, Can You Feel the Funk? Y'all can't fake the funk here. Come on. It's a whole lot of rhythm. What's that song? Like I said, he's an absolute monster. He's an absolute creme de la creme. He's the elite of the elite. Can't say the same thing about Crosby. So, yeah. When you talk about what the Lions want, what they need, what they should get is Myles Garrett. Flat out. Flat out. And in my opinion, you can't charge the same for both. And in my opinion, it's not close. There is a sizable gap there. I'm not saying it's the size of Atlantic Ocean. I'm not saying it's the size of the Gulf of America. That some of that might go over y'all head if y'all don't pay attention to current news and politics. That shit was funny. We was talking about that all Saturday night, bro. We was tripping. But hey, let me know what y'all girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. I definitely appreciate y'all for tapping in. Hit the link tree. Check out my other channels. Goodfella TV, Free Game 89. Best way to donate to the channel. You can join the Patreon over there. You won't regret it. But you want to, financially donate, just share the video, thumbs up the video, and follow the other platforms. Peace.